A lot of people have been telling me that 2014 is one of the worst years they've ever experienced in gaming, which is a bold statement, but if you really look at all the really big games that came out, well, a lot of them had problems. Still though, I think there was a couple of games that came out this year that were pretty good. So today on Rerez, we're going to be looking at the top 5 games of 2014 that you probably didn't play.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm a fan of retro video games, specifically games released on the NES. Since I grew up with a console, I've got this really good feel and nostalgia for really old video games from that time period. And when I played Shovel Knight for the first time, I was really blown away. This game gets everything right. The feel, the controls, the design, the look, everything about this game, including the music, feels like something you would have actually seen on an NES back in the 80s and 90s. This is a fantastic game with a lot of things that are really thrown in that probably wasn't really capable of being done on an original NES, but it still makes it a really fun play. And I know a lot of people tended to miss this game. The person that turned me onto it was Gaijin Goomba, who told me during a convention that this game was one of his favorites of the year, and ever since I played it, it quickly became one of mine. Ever since Minecraft came out and became popular, a bunch of game designers have been making games that utilize randomly generated worlds. And while I'm not a big fan of these games because they generally feel like hollow and empty experiences, Sir You Are Being Hunted takes that same randomly generated open world concept but makes it really fun and a lot more engaging. In games like Minecraft, I never really feel scared or alone or kind of really trying to survive, but this game really makes you feel different. Every time I played it, I was really nervous and on edge, and it was a lot of fun. While an early access version of this game came out in 2013, the final release came out this year. If you're a fan of Don't Starve, this game kind of feels the same way, only with robots. It's really cool, and I can't recommend it enough. By chance this year, I got to play a game called The Marvelous Mistake. This game was criminally overlooked in 2014, and I think that's wrong. If you like video games that have a sneaking mechanic, well, Marvelous Mistake is pretty much right up your alley. This game takes a lot of those elements that you've seen in other games, but takes it to a little bit more of a simplified format that's really enjoyable and fun to play. While there isn't an amazing story, there's a lot of different interesting levels that you can go back to again and again with different characters and explore the game in a bunch of different ways. I highly recommend this title if you haven't played it, because to be honest, this might be the most unpopular game I've got on my list for 2014, but it's one that you should be playing. One of my all-time favorite free independent video games ever released is a game called Gravity Bone. And the moment that I played Jazzpunk, I got that same feeling from Gravity Bone, but in a brand new video game. This game takes a bunch of different elements from a whole bunch of movies and comics and just everything and merges it together in one experience. While it's not really a first-person shooter, it's more like a first-person action-adventure game with a really crazy story. And I can't recommend this game enough. If you like strange, crazy, and unique experiences in a video game, Jazzpunk pretty much delivers that in spades. And my last pick for this year is Titanfall. Now, I know, a lot of you guys actually did play Titanfall, and you seemed to like it for a short while there. But now that I've gone back to these servers just a couple months after the game came out, well, nobody's really playing it anymore, and that really sucks. I had a lot of fun playing this game with 2 of my friends, and ever since they kind of went off and stopped playing the game, I noticed that everyone else stopped playing the game as well. Now this kinda sucks. See, Titanfall really is just Call of Duty, but it's Call of Duty with giant freaking robots. How awesome is that? Why doesn't anyone keep playing this game? It really blows my mind. It's a fun experience, completely well designed, and it's repetitive as all heck, but a good kind of repetitive that makes you want to play it again and again. It's kinda sad to see this game really become unwanted, because honestly, I probably consider Titanfall to be the best game I've played in 2014. And that's pretty nuts for a game that no one's really playing anymore. So as you can see, 2014 has been a pretty interesting year for video games. And maybe you knew these games came out, maybe you didn't, but you should go back and try them. You might really like them. And if you don't like my top 5 list, feel free to watch my friends' list here. Each of them came up with their own top 2014 lists of some kind of different genre of things. And I'm pretty sure they picked different games than what I did. But anyway, guys, that's been 2014 for me. It's been a great year, and Rerez has done really well. And I know it's going to be even better in 2015. I feel like we should celebrate or something. Alex, do we have any confetti?
No, we don't have the budget.
Maybe 2015 will be better for us financially so that we can afford confetti. Share this video with your friends. Make Alex happy. Give us confetti.